Hey everyone, this is Steelheart with the Grievance Total Gaming Network once again, touring and exploring Landmark. Today we have Lovemonster with us, and he is going to give us a tour of Falcon's Crest. So tell us a little bit about your creation, Lovemonster.
Well, I started off pretty simple and wanted to incorporate the basic structure into the lay of the land. I kind of started in the center and walked around the plot from different angles up off the hills here to the west and to the east behind me, and just kind of wanted to feel out, what it was going to look like, and kind of had an idea, and that's basically it.
Well, it looks amazing, and everybody watching this, you are in for a treat. So show us around.
All right, let's start ahead and take a tour kind of around the structure here. Basically, this lower area is more kind of the temple. Is kind of what I was going for. The long steps going all the way up, and we've got some of these torches that are offset on each cube height here. All my measurements, are in threes, basically. Nothing's kind of like we're, just to get that offset for everything. If you look up, you can see the stone pillars have been carved out. I have a steel roof on here, and I was trying to get as much detail as I could, just take my time, and was thinking about lighting as much as possible. So I decided to use some of the, aggregates and different things here for this fireplace. I, was going for a mantle kind of at first, but this worked out pretty good. It looks like, and you can look up, you can see some of the interior and exterior of these, buttresses, I guess you could call them, are pretty much the same. I actually started with this area first. It was the crafting zone, and it's been reworked about four or five times. And it had different floor here. I had, basically some tile, but I thought it was outside. This, let me see what it's called. I believe it's the granite something or another.
Slate, I believe.
Yeah, it's the granite pavers.
Pavers, that's
like
it.
That for the floor. Yeah, so I thought, that would look good, and it's kind of weathered, the outdoor look kind of thing. So I might do something different in here later. I'm not sure exactly, but if you look up top here, I've got some like wolf heads, I guess you could call them, or dog heads. Over here, they got some teeth. Just gonna try to carve something out there. Not go too into detail on it, but something just to kind of give it a little pizzazz. This is the rock here to the steps, or into the entrance here. We've got.
Whoops, lost you. There you are.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, so this basically is, kind of the entrance to this thing. I want to give a lot of openings for, other players to come in and kind of enjoy it, not really close it all off. I noticed other players had their stuff kind of cubed up, and, I want to make an open space for everybody to just kind of tour through.
It's really nice, and I like the way the light's reflecting off those posts.
Yeah, it looks really good. I thought a lot about lighting when I did this, actually. I was looking at the track of the movement of the sun. I actually made a sundial on the top of the tower at first, and realized that it's rising in the west and setting in the east, which is quite interesting. It's the opposite. So one of the patches, I had a tree actually grow through the section you see over to your left, the second floor with the horn hanging down.
As many of us did.
Yeah. That was actually a roof. I thought something had, one of those cactuses over there had like spawned a massive tree, and it was going through the whole thing, and well, that was kind of interesting. And I moved this tree over a little bit, but I thought it was neat that I had some trees on my property, so I tried to incorporate those into the building so that they would kind of enhance the look, so to speak.
Well, you did well with it, because it really does.
So here we have this bell tower I'm currently working on. I'm going to actually drop a chain, or I guess a modified chain all the way through the third floor there. From the top fourth floor, there's gonna be a bell on the fourth floor, and then go all the way down. And maybe we can animate that. That'd be great. So that'll be the bell tower. I'm not sure. I might do a sundial up there because, as you can see, the sun's rising right there to our west, and that'd be kind of neat to show time on that. I just have to figure out where to place the actual needle.
Yeah, and when we get inside, everybody's in for a real treat.
So here's the back side of the tower. I've got some very large pillars kind of going up the tower itself. You've got 4 circular window there, and I really took a lot of time with the I guess right triangle tool or whatever that is, to the cube, to try to get this thing pretty much straight. I've got 13 cubes there, and then it goes off to, I think, like 7 on the angles, and then 13 again. So I made sure to really look at that. And I absolutely got to the tallest point on that tower as I could, but I actually hit my limiter. So, and I've got a little fireplace inside, and you can see that I've got some glowing going on here. And what I did is I'll take apart this wall. Look inside, you'll see a torch in there. On the side, I actually moved that inside there. I don't know if you'll be able to get in there, but
Oh, wow.
so that actually gives the day glow for that coming through that chamber there, so you can actually see that at night.
That is cool.
I'll go ahead and Control Z that back there just for...
Tell you what, that Control Z is a lifesaver, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm telling you. So you can actually see some of the lighting up here that I used. Of course, we've got a couple of lights hanging down, and they're placed perfectly. I took probably an hour to try to figure out exactly where these things needed to be. So I guess we'll take you inside now. Enough of the boring stuff here. We got I actually have a gold inlay inside the door frame here with granite, I guess, trim, and then I actually countersunk these lamp posts inside of here because I couldn't get the doors to quite work right, and flipping them around, and then the server reset, and then they'd be all messed up again. So
Yeah, I had trouble with a door I put on one of my doorways, and then after the server reset or patch, it actually went into the wall. It's like it reversed its access on me. Instead of being a left door, it became a right door, and I gave it up for right now.
yeah, I mean, I messed with it and tried to get them to work, but I think I don't know, they need to fix something on it. I'm not sure exactly what, but we got one door there, and I've actually got a little bedding here. I'm gonna move that, of course, downstairs.
And there's the fireplace.
There's the fireplace we saw from the outside. I've got a couple of props here right now. I got some shelves. I'm gonna use the paint tool, smoothing tool, to give those a little better look. That I'm doing that now. You can kind of see that. We're gonna curve those up. So basically, the first floor was the hardest. I was trying to figure out if I could actually put a center spire or pillar or column in here to get this thing to go all the way through to the top, but doing circular steps with the paste tool was not working out too good. I get about 4 steps in, and the thing would reverse, flip them upside down, do all kinds of wild stuff. So I started with some basic windows up here. You'll see those to my front, and then you've got the buttresses that go all the way around. You see I use a 13 number so that I could actually get those to offset, so nothing would be 2 and 2 together. And then down here through this colorful doorway here, we have the kitchen, which is not functioning currently because we do not have a stove or any of that stuff. But I'm going to incorporate that in here. I'm actually going to break some of these walls down and go a little further in. And over here, which I won't take you over to this area, this is yellow tape here, under construction. I'm actually going to have about 3 or 4 floors of bedrooms down here.
Kind of like bunk rooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the like the soldiers' quarters, and I'm gonna have the main main big room, and then I'm going to have some other, kind of like you would a house, basically underneath this, since I kind of ran out of room.
Now, how far
So
deep do you go?
Probably I'd say I think I can almost go 42 cubes down. I'm not sure. That might be the wrong number. I think maybe 21 actually. So we have a
Nice.
little railing here. Paste tool worked pretty good, and it's not too bad yet. I'm thinking about changing that color to black and maybe kind of messing with that. This is kind of unfinished, this area here. I haven't decided what I want to do. I'm thinking about actually doing a library in here and doing shelves all along the insides. You've got a little outside wing here. You can kind of come out and gander and check everything out. You can see the massive arches coming from the bridge to the other tower, and you can see the steel banded metal roof here.
That really picks up the light well.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I'm going to probably throw another lantern back here, for some accent lighting in there, and try to figure out some placement of some tables and props in here. I haven't really been constructing a whole lot. So here's the main dining room. Basically the chandelier I'm going to probably have to kind of trim up a little bit, maybe. As you can see, this is what I was going for. There's a light back here behind this pillar. You can kind of see that, how that glows and kind of makes the stairs, gives them more of an accent. So I've got a few more chairs to put in here, but this is basically the main dining room. And as you walk through here, I'll take you to the storage area. You'll notice as you walk through, you get this nice fire going up on top here, and a couple of torches I'm going to probably replace. I don't know. It looks really good with the flag, though. I actually made this to kind of hoist the flag up, so people can probably see that from afar. And as we go down the steps, this is going to kind of be the area for defending the fort, pretty much in this area. And then down here, some more windows for defending, and I've just kind of made some just random patterns, some crosses, and basic straight windows for shooting your bow and arrow or crossbow. Then I got some barrels here for wine, food storage, that kind of thing. That'll be basically, all the food stuff you need. Take that into the main hall. We've got an overlook as well. I've got some steps going up, kind of give that a little bit more.
I love where you put that horn.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting those rings upside down and throwing the chain onto those, but I think it looks pretty cool, and I kind of use the smoothing tool on the wood there. So, I did a lot of this stuff right here where you've got these, upside down triangle shapes and, big structures to kind of give it not just that straight look, and really try to incorporate, what it would be like to defend this thing. And you can see this one here. There's another trick of lighting I use to get the glow through there.
Ah, cool.
So we'll go back up the steps here. If I didn't lose you, there we go. Yep. And we've got another outlook here. You can look upon that horn there and kind of come out to this little outcropping or wing. Oh, and then one more thing I didn't even show you is this window right here. I cut this out because what happens is this lantern actually glows through this window right here, this cutout, and kind of daylights and helps illuminate this whole entire area with this other lantern. It's really interesting how that works.
Yeah, I haven't ever played any games before where the shadows and the reflections were so prominent.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So you can see the archways here are pretty cool. They've got the roof, and you got some archways down there, and it's pretty in depth. It's not just doing a couple of straight things here and there, and you got multi-level floors. You've got some big columns underneath you holding this thing up here, this bridgeway with all these guys going. It's pretty cool. So you can defend from this area here, and if there was anybody trying to attack you. So currently working on this, I haven't really decided if I'm going to do curved, or I'm trying to incorporate a bunch of different styles of windows and things of that nature. Nothing's been really smoothed out yet. I'm going for the outside step look, and of course, I could not get the tool to make the curved steps, so this is what we're working with here pretty much. And this is basically where I'm at on this, and yeah, that's basically it. So we'll go up to the main floor and check out the tool. And I cruise back through this guy here. I don't think I actually took you through the actual other part. Jump down. And we'll go through that other door just so they can see the inside. So I haven't really decided what I want to do over here on this little area, but we'll figure something out. Go through this door, you can see this lantern here is placed all these windows to kind of shine through, and you can see the level of detail it took me to kind of go through here and for the roof structure here. And I used that large granite brick for all my flooring.
Yeah, I really like that for mine too. It works really, really well.
I think this is the only floor that has the tile.
Oh, where'd you go?
So here on the steps side, I took a little bit more time. I'm all the way 3rd floor up.
There you are.
Yeah. So here I pretty much, I started to kind of trim the stair line down a little bit and kind of go up and start to incorporate, some more just regular rock around the steps. Try to, mask all that stuff. So here's going to be the throne room. I've got some phoenixes I'm kind of working on, green phoenixes, I guess you could call it, birds. I haven't really done the wings yet or anything. I'm still trying to figure out that wing's going to be clipping into this doorway here. So we've got some marble columns out here, and you can get a pretty good view from this area, from the King's Chamber, which has a roof on it. And if you look directly above you, I've got a burning crystal. I guess it would be a red dragon crystal or something of that nature.
That is cool.
If you're sitting here, you'll actually be able to look at the windows out when the sun and the moon rise up through those things. The sun sets through them, it's really cool, and when the moon rises up through it, it's pretty neat as well, the lighting coming through. So
yeah, we caught it. We caught it earlier today when the reflections were actually on the wall, and that was really cool from those windows.
Yeah, and I was trying to do actually a tri-window circles, but I couldn't actually. The offset for the circle tool, I think, is set to the 4, not the 1 or the 2, so to speak. So it doesn't really plane out. And this crystal, I've incorporated some marble. Forget the name of, just a bunch of random gems in here, not too many, and then just kind of shape this thing. I'm trying to think whether I should have a column in the center to hold this thing in place, or it should just be floating there, basically by those green crystals holding it in that area. And we have our large windows here, and I'm actually going to throw a lantern back down inside this cube here. You can see it's empty, which gives the windows a really good lighting effect at night. So we're going to cruise on up to the top of the floor here. And you can see it took I don't know, many hours to get up to this height here. I used a grappling tool quite often and looked for different camera angles. If you pan your camera around, the aquamarine kind of glows off the sunlight, which is really cool. You're kind of cruising around the top here. And I just threw these stone tables here for now, put a couple of torches in there. I haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to do, but I'd like to do something more grand on the floor design up here to really kind of give it the all, bang at the end of the tour, I guess, when someone walks in for the first time.
It's really nice.
Well, that's pretty much it. We could grapple around and take a look at a few details if you wanted to, but I think that's pretty much gets it.
No, this is great, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to show everybody this creation.